The House leadership is not likely to support a move in the lower chamber to impeach members of the Supreme Court. We'll have the details of this report from Freddie Abando.
The Supreme Court is on the firing line in the House. Congressman Reynaldo Umali started the ball rolling by questioning the tribunal's ruling to disqualify Marinduque Congresswoman Regina Reyes, whose citizenship was under question. Umali cited the House Electoral Tribunal has the sole authority to decide on election cases as provided for in the Constitution. Mindoro Occidental Congresswoman Josephine Sato said the court's decision posed serious violations of the Constitution. Umali stressed it may trigger a constitutional crisis.
Does the Supreme Court have any authority or jurisdiction to rule on any incident relating to the elections after the House of Representative member has been proclaimed?
Again, I'd like to cite Article 6 of the Constitution, particularly Section 17, where the Constitution states, the Senate and the House of Representatives shall each have an electoral tribunal which shall be the sole judge of all contests relating to the election, returns, and qualifications of their respective members. Each tribunal, because that is against the Constitution.
Balitaan Party List Congressman Terry Ridon called on his colleagues to repeal a law which created the Judicial Development Fund. The said fund is sourced from payments of court fees, which amounts to billions of pesos. Ridon said, like the Priority Development Assistance Fund, it is a form of pork barrel, and how it is spent has never been accounted for by Congress.
This can be seen as a form of the Marcosian statutes, which under the interpellation of Mr. Justice Carpio stated that this is similar perhaps to the Presidential Social Funds and to the Malampaya Funds, which should have ought to be declared or deemed unconstitutional upon the operation of the 1987 Constitution, in which there has already been a separation of powers between the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. I think, Mr. Speaker, the Judiciary Development Fund is among those Marcosian statutes which ought to be removed from our statute books.
The Supreme Court was also cited for its flip-flopping decision on several cases, to include the Palaya case and the grant of city status by Congress to several municipalities. Because of this, Umali called for a review of the Supreme Court's performance, and if some justices committed culpable violations of the Constitution, he may consider filing impeachment cases. But the House leadership is cool to the proposal.
I'm against the filing of any impeachment cases against any justices. However much we may disagree, however much we are affected by their decisions, the fact of the matter is we still doesn't qualify as one of those grounds for impeachment. And mas maganda na yung we don't get involved there, and we don't put any kind of pressure on the Supreme Court.
For the People's Television Network, this is Freddie Abando reporting.